The ripple effect. What divorce could mean for Meghan and Harry. If Meghan and Harry were to officially call it quits, the impact would be felt far beyond their personal lives. Their relationship has been symbolic on many levels, an emblem of breaking free from tradition, of challenging the status quo, and of forging a path outside the royal institution. But what happens when that symbol of unity falters? First, there's the matter of their brand. As a couple, Meghan and Harry have built a powerful narrative of independence and resilience. They've launched Outjewel and secured major deals with Netflix and Spotify. A public separation could complicate their public image. Will they be able to maintain their individual momentum without the synergy of being a unit? How will the world view them as individuals, not just as a pair? For Meghan, a divorce could mean doubling down on her identity as a media mogul and advocate. She's been vocal about her desire to reclaim her narrative, and a public separation could give her more control over her own story. But with that comes the challenge of navigating a spotlight that, historically, has not always been kind to her. For Harry, the stakes are equally high. Having stepped back from his royal duties, his identity has been inextricably linked to his relationship with Meghan. Should they part ways, Harry will have to redefine himself yet again, possibly torn between his obligations to his family in the UK and his independent life in the US. Can Harry navigate this transition alone, or will he be drawn back into the royal fold? What about the kids? Another pressing concern in this saga is the couple's children, Archie and Lilibet. As parents, Meghan and Harry have been fiercely protective of their privacy, shielding their kids from the relentless media attention that hounded Harry's own upbringing. But a public separation could thrust their family back into the spotlight in ways they've tried to avoid. How do you co-parent on two different continents when your every move is under scrutiny? Both Meghan and Harry have emphasized their commitment to creating a safe, loving environment for their children. But the challenges of navigating a bicoastal family dynamic are undeniable, with one parent deeply connected to British royalty and the other to Hollywood stardom. The fate of their family is one of the most emotionally charged aspects of this possible separation. It leaves us all wondering how Meghan and Harry will manage to keep their children out of the fray while maintaining a healthy co-parenting relationship. Could reconciliation be on the horizon? Despite the rumors and leaks, it's important to remember that relationships are complex, and no one really knows what goes on behind closed doors. Meghan and Harry have weathered storms before. Could this just be another rough patch they'll overcome? Is there still hope for reconciliation? Relationships, even those between royals and Hollywood stars, are about communication, compromise, and growth. Both Meghan and Harry have been open about their commitment to each other and their shared vision for the future. In their most candid interviews, they've spoken about the importance of mental health, emotional well-being, and standing by each other through thick and thin. Perhaps this current distance, these separate lives they are reportedly living, is just a momentary phase, a time for both of them to rediscover themselves as individuals before coming back together as a stronger couple. After all, many relationships face these moments of disconnection, only to emerge more solid and committed. A love story still being written. In a world that's quick to jump to conclusions, it's easy to assume that every bump in the road signals the end of the journey. But Meghan and Harry have always defied expectations. From their unconventional courtship to their dramatic exit from royal life, they've shown the world that they are anything but predictable. So, are we witnessing the final chapter of their love story, or just the beginning of a new one? It's too early to tell. But what we do know is that Meghan and Harry have the resilience, the resources, and the determination to write their own narrative, no matter what comes next. Meghan and Harry's story is unique but relatable. They face challenges like any couple. These include growing together and dealing with outside pressures. Love is never simple or perfect. It means facing challenges head-on, even with the world watching. It's about being open, making tough choices, and balancing personal needs with the relationship. Whether they stay together or not, their story teaches us about evolving relationships. Sometimes, embracing change is the greatest strength, even when it's hard. What do you think about Meghan and Harry's future? Do you believe they are on the brink of divorce, or will they overcome their challenges? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. And don't forget to share this article with friends who follow their journey. Their story is still unfolding, and your opinion matters. Let's keep talking. If Meghan and Harry were to split, it would affect more than just them. Their relationship symbolizes breaking free and challenging tradition. It shows the power of forging a new path. But what happens when that symbol of unity falters? First, there's their brand. Meghan and Harry have built a strong narrative of independence. They've launched Outjewel and made deals with Netflix and Spotify. A public split could complicate their image.
Will they keep their momentum as individuals?
For Meghan, a divorce could mean focusing on her career and advocacy.
She wants to control her narrative.
But she'll face challenges in the spotlight that hasn't always been kind.
For Harry, the stakes are high. His identity is tied to Meghan.
A split would force him to redefine himself again, possibly torn between his family and his life in the US. Can Harry find his way alone, or will he return to the royal family?
What about the kids? The couple's children, Archie and Lilibet, are a big concern.
Meghan and Harry have protected their privacy, but a public split could put their family in the spotlight again. How do you co-parent on different continents with constant scrutiny? Both parents want a safe, loving environment for their kids. But the challenges of a bicoastal family are real, with one parent tied to royalty and the other to Hollywood.
The fate of their family is emotionally charged. It makes us wonder how they'll keep their kids safe while co-parenting.
Could reconciliation be on the horizon? Despite rumors, relationships are complex. No one truly knows what happens behind closed doors.
Meghan and Harry have overcome challenges before. Could this be another hurdle they'll clear?
Is there still hope for reconciliation? Relationships, even for royals and Hollywood stars, need good communication, compromise, and growth. Meghan and Harry have been open about their love and future plans. They talk about mental health, emotional well-being, and supporting each other. Maybe their current distance is just a phase. It could be a time for them to find themselves before coming back together stronger. Many relationships face tough times but come out stronger. A love story still being written.
It's easy to think every problem means the end. But Meghan and Harry have always surprised us.
They've had an unconventional romance and left royal life, showing they are not predictable. Are we seeing the end of their love story, or just the start of a new chapter?
It's too soon to say.
But Meghan and Harry have shown they can write their own story, no matter what. While their story is unique, they face common relationship challenges. These include growing together, dealing with outside pressures, and balancing independence with partnership.
Their journey shows love is complex and never perfect.
It's about facing challenges, being open, making tough choices, and finding balance in your relationship. In the end, whether they stay together or not, their story teaches us about the changing nature of relationships. Sometimes, embracing change is the greatest strength. As we speculate about Meghan and Harry's future, we want to hear from you. Do you think they are on the verge of divorce, or will they overcome their challenges? Share your thoughts in the comments and join the conversation. Don't forget to share this article with friends who follow their journey as closely as we do. Their story is still unfolding, and your opinion counts. Let's keep the conversation going. It's hard to think of another couple as scrutinized as Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Every detail of their romance has been analyzed. But can any relationship survive such intense scrutiny? For Meghan and Harry, the answer has been yes, until now. They've handled the media frenzy with grace, using their platform to address big issues. But this has also made it hard for them to stay connected as a couple. Many of us know the feeling of being overwhelmed by outside pressures. For Meghan and Harry, these pressures are much greater. Yet, they've stayed united in the public eye. But how much can one couple take? The latest rumors about their marriage might be the breaking point. Or it could be a chance for them to reflect on what they want next. The media has played a big role in their relationship. Every move they make is analyzed and often sensationalized. But how much does the media really affect their relationship? For Meghan, the press has often been a source of pain. The relentless negative coverage, from British tabloids, played a big role in their decision to step back. Harry also distrusts the press, due to his mother Princess Diana's tragic death. The media's coverage of their current struggles is no exception. Rumors of divorce, separate lives, and explosive fights may be fueled by public interest and speculation. The media thrives on speculation. The more attention this story gets, the more it spirals. Meghan and Harry have always fought back against the press, but can they continue to do so while protecting their relationship? Is it possible to shut out the noise and focus solely on their love? Harry's family history provides a compelling backdrop to his current relationship struggles. This isn't the first time a royal couple has faced intense media scrutiny and public judgment. Prince Charles and Princess Diana's turbulent marriage was a case study in how external pressures can tear a relationship apart. The media's role in their downfall was undeniable, and Harry has often spoken about the impact his parents' marriage had on him growing up. Is history repeating itself with Meghan and Harry? Many have drawn parallels between Diana and Meghan, both of whom faced overwhelming public attention and media criticism. Harry has worked tirelessly to protect Meghan from the same fate, but the pressures of royal life, and life after royalty, might be too much for any couple to handle. But unlike his parents, Harry has the benefit of hindsight. He's seen what happens when a royal marriage breaks down in the public eye, and has done everything in his power to avoid repeating those mistakes. A turning point for Meghan and Harry. At this moment, Meghan and Harry are standing at a crossroads. The choices they make now will define not only their relationship but also their future as public figures.
So, what comes next?
If they can find a way to bridge the distance between them, both emotionally and physically, there's still hope that they can move forward together. But that will require compromise, open communication, and a willingness to prioritize their relationship over everything else. On the other hand, if they decide that their paths are too different and that they are better off apart, it will mark the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. And while a separation would undoubtedly shock the world, it could also be an opportunity for both Meghan and Harry to rediscover themselves as individuals.
What we can learn from Meghan and Harry's journey.
Meghan and Harry's relationship has always been about defying expectations. They've carved out a new path for themselves, breaking free from tradition and challenging the norms of royal life. And in doing so, they've shown us that love isn't about following a prescribed formula, it's about creating your own rules. But even the strongest relationships face challenges. Meghan and Harry's story reminds us that love takes work, and that sometimes, the fairy tale doesn't look the way we imagined. Their journey isn't just a royal drama playing out on the world stage, it's a deeply human story of two people trying to navigate life's complexities while staying true to themselves. So, what can we learn from Meghan and Harry's struggles? Communication is key. Even in the most high-profile relationships, open and honest communication is crucial to keeping the connection alive.